ado, we have Michael Keaton.
So, for those in the room that don't know me, my name's Michael Keaton. I'm a retired F-16 fighter pilot from the Air Force, and I've spent 8 years on the Puyallup School Board, so I learned that it's not easy fighting against all the stuff that's coming from the far left, but I did my best on that, put policies in place to make sure that only the U.S. flag and the Washington State flag can fly at the flagpole. Made a policy to keep politics out of the classroom. Unfortunately, it's tough to get that one enforced, but that's what the policy says. And we put in a new district strategy, and we're totally weird in Puyallup now compared to the rest of the state, because the #1 priority now in Puyallup is academics. So I'm running for to keep Kelly's seat with a nice R next to it, and get elected on November 5th. And when that happens, what I'm going for is I'm going to try to remove the bad laws that are on the books, fight crime, and restore hope. So I'm going to just say a few more words about some of the bad laws. One of them is that HB 1589 that they've been talking about tonight. Already, according to Puget Sound Energy, 40% of the people are already having problems with their bills. And Chris already talked about the 37 and the 151% increases. What they've already done now, because you guys are concerned about, when's the timeline for this to come in, they've already put a request in to raise rates 17 and 20%, 17 for electric and 20%. The other numbers that are out there that will scare you, and hopefully we can get this thing, we have to get this thing stopped. It doesn't make any sense. It's $40,000 is the estimate from the Builders Association to be able for a normal home. And some of those, for like I said, and the people that even have less money, they don't have the same electrical setup that some of the newer homes have, and they're going to have to pay even more on top of that. They said some of them are estimating up to $70,000, and there's no money for that coming from anyplace else. So that's a bad law that needs to be removed. There's a ton more out there, and I hope it'd be nice to walk in and have a majority where we can get after the stuff Bill's talking about and make that stuff happen. Realistically, we're going to have to be in there in the fighting. What I need is you guys to go to my website, electmichaelkeaton.com. So electmichaelkeaton.com, and under the section for remove bad laws, there's a place for you to put in a law and a heart story of how it personally impacted you, because logic's not going to work on these guys very often. So when I can't use logic and amendments, I want some of the heart stories where people have been hurt in the state, from laws that are already on the books, so I can get after and get rid of those. So I also want to thank the 25th group for already getting set up. Marcello already organized the first doorbelling. We had Janine out there, Stephanie out there, and we also brought some stuff for Levi, for Kelly and Paul's campaign. And Chris and I went out and doorbelled for the first time just to get out there and let people know that we're getting energized. The big thing that I heard from our people that we talked to, crime was the #1 issue. And since my Air Force call sign was Batman, it says on the thing, fight crime. I wasn't gonna go safer neighborhoods, but I figured, no, we're gonna fight crime. And that is like the #1 issue that I heard from our neighbors. Any questions for me? electmichaelkeaton.com.